Okay, so this, like many videos I write, I don't know, or film, I don't know why I keep qualifying books, videos like this, but I feel like I just keep making random videos. And this is one of them. And so this is books I wish existed. And I'm doing this kind of as a hope that maybe they do exist and I just don't know about them, and so maybe somebody will recommend them. And also perhaps authors will show up and write these books. Maybe someday I will write them and I will satisfy my own desires. But you know, it is what it is. So I don't think this will be very thoughtful because I can't really explain my desire for a lot of these, but they're things that I want. Specifically, these are mainly romance because I primarily read romance. Even when I read other like genres like fantasy or like YA contemporary or something, I'm still like in it for the love. So not a surprise. So here is my list. The first one is curling. I want a curling romance. Listen, authors, if you're out there, the Winter Olympics is in only a couple of years. You can capitalize on this. Curling hits peak popularity when the Winter Olympics is airing, at least in the US. So feel free to take advantage. Because I have no idea why I want a curling romance, but I want one. I kind of like obscure sports, so maybe that's why. I don't know. It's not like super obscure, but you know, it's not like super popular, at least not here. Although one of my coworkers curls. Next, now this one, I know some people are gonna be like, there's tons of romances out there about this, but I feel like none of them are good. And that is figure skating. I want good quality figure skating romance. That's what I want. I want good figure skating romance. Good, realistic figure skating romance. And every time I read a figure skating romance, it blows. It is not good. It is not satisfying at all. Ugh. And I don't know if this is because I just read so much figure skate or watched like so many figure skating things growing up and like so many hockey things, so it's like figure skating is hockey adjacent. I don't know, but I want it. And they both don't need to be figure skaters. This does not need to be the cutting edge. Only one can be a figure skater. I don't care. Next is gymnastics. I would preferably like a gymnastics story that doesn't like sexualize like a 16-year-old, if we're being honest. I get how that could be hard, but you can do it. Also, we could have like male gymnasts. That would be cool. They exist too. They're also amazing. Also not a surprise. This next one, probably not a surprise. Olympics in general. I love the Olympics. I'm an Olympics fangirl. I mean, I prefer the Summer Olympics over the Winter Olympics, but I just love the Olympics. It brings us together. It's amazing. You find out about weird sports you didn't know about before. I just love the Olympics. And come on, you're telling me that nobody has written a book taking place at like the Olympic like city before where like, oh, they're all stuck there. It'd probably actually be like horrible in real life, but in my head it's great. And the last one, I do know that this exists a lot, but I specifically have an issue with it, and that is I would like good dance romances. I think honestly, I think this one, the problem is my knowledge base. So I know like a lot of lawyers can't read like lawyer romances and stuff, 'cause like it's just so wrong, it's so unrealistic. So maybe that's why. Like I'll be honest, I fully expect Krista and Becca Ritchie to write a ballet romance. They just haven't announced it yet, but one of their characters in the Leica series is a ballet dancer, and his romance, it's gonna be a polyamorous romance, and so one of the other characters is a dancer as well. I'm a little behind on the series, so maybe things have been discussed further in future books. But the way that ballet was described in Sinful Like Us, like life at a ballet company, is not accurate. And like, I never danced at a ballet company. Like, I've taken like 2 years of ballet, okay? And even I know this. So it just really frustrates me. And I get that people like to do it for drama. I would also really like a dance romance that doesn't have like an eating disorder. Not to say that eating disorders don't happen. They do. There is still a lot of toxic thoughts in especially the ballet world. But why must we always go to the eating disorder? Like, it's just so aggravating. But it's fine. It's fine. So basically, I just want a dance romance that's not a stereotype. That isn't like The Black Swan and you watch Center Stage 100 times growing up, which arguably, yes, is an amazing movie and is wonderful and actually does have a lot of factual things in it, but it's also dramatized. Has real ballet dancers in it, if you didn't know that. A lot of the performers are real ballet dancers, like the actors and stuff. But watching Center Stage a bunch when you were growing up does not mean that you know how the ballet world works. No, 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 no. Not what it means. So that's it. Maybe I'll do this again if I think of more that I want. I feel like there were other ones, but I couldn't think of them when I started making my list. So this is what you get. If anyone cares. Do you have any like weird, like you really want this to exist in the world stories? I mean, I feel like mine maybe aren't that weird, but, and maybe your thing is like really specific, and that's cool. It's fine. I mean, people are writing coronavirus romances, so who am I to tell you what to want in life? So yeah, those are the books I would love to see exist, and I will see you next time. Bye.